Thanks for everybody being here. Just again, really excited to be able to play in the Amica Pavilion today. It's such a beautiful place, and I'm blessed to be here. What a game! What a game! Coming in here after playing in the third-ranked team in the country just a couple days ago, and then coming here and playing in the #1 team in the country was actually really good for us. Really good for me. I always tell my women, I think sometimes people do not become who they really are or really get tested or see how good they could be unless they go against the best. And so not only for them, but for me, being a third-year head coach, I got a chance to coach against two of the most great coaches in the country, in the world, and I can't be more thankful. I learned so much about myself today. I learned so much about my women, who I am proud of overall. I am upset, do not get me wrong, I am a sore loser. I mean, good gracious, I don't care if it's the Liberty, whoever, I want to win. But for the most part, what a fight. And I think we really showed a lot of good spurts out there, defensively and offensively. Everyone pretty much got in the game today, which I think is important as well, because I want them to feel it, and be able to see, what the standard is. And UConn is the standard. They just are. And I love that. And I love that I get a chance to compete against them. So definitely a hard-fought game. I think we came back, second quarter. First quarter, we weren't here, we weren't ready. Second quarter was tough as well, but I thought we did a little bit better, and I think we got a little bit better throughout the game. So that's important, a lot of good film to watch. So long-winded, but I really am still very appreciative of this opportunity, and we get a chance to play them again, which is going to be great, and move on. A lot of basketball to play, so.
Thank you. Coach, you talk about the 2 back-to-back games that you just played. You said you learned something about yourself and your team. What is one thing you learned about yourself, and what is one thing you learned about your team?
Yeah, so it's such an interesting feeling to really, I hate to say this, but keep getting knocked down, But I know for myself who I am. I always get up, and that's just who I am. And so even though the score looks crazy or whatever, or things just aren't going our way, for myself, I'm always in our timeouts telling them they are worthy, telling them they are great, telling them not to stop. And so that is who I am. And I got a chance to see that with myself today a lot. And it was frustrating, don't get me wrong, but what do we really do when things don't go your way? There's a lot of things you can do, right? You can fight or flight, you can cry about it or whatever, but I just try to get right back up. So that's what that is. X's and O's, yes, making adjustments. Obviously that with basketball, just being a coach and everything, but so much of it is played between your ears, and so I'm trying to make sure I master that, if anything, making sure that I'm a good example to my women, and keep going. So, but I have a great assistants too. They help me with obviously adjustments, things like that, but I learned that about myself today, last couple of days. Keep getting up.
Thank you.
Coach, headed into conference play, what's your assessment of the team? What's going well, or some things you think you need to improve a little bit?
Yeah, well, I'm a jokester anyway, but we turn the ball over quite a bit. I'm like, who are we working for? Panera Bread? What kind of turnovers are we making today? Are we bakers, ladies? What are we doing? Good gracious. But I know that's for a fact. We've got to take care of the ball. I think a lot of our issues today was self-inflicted. Maybe if it was, I don't know if it was the crowd or it was just because it's the #1 team in the country, but some of the things that we did were really uncharacteristic. And if you've seen us play in the past, I think you'd probably definitely agree. We're a little bit better than what we did today. And then what I did see too is, for example, Riley Hamburger came in today. She hadn't played a lot, but she hit some free throws. Ashley Dingus is a freshman. She came in there and she's shooting it. She's fearless shooting it. She's still letting it fly, which I want her to do that. And I've got Princess Moody, who we call Pissed Off PJ. PJ is out there doing her thing too. And so they're freshmen, they're so young. So that part I really am excited about, so showing a lot of growth there. I think we handled the press for the most part, which is what UConn is their thing, what they're really good at. We did pretty good with that for the most part. That's something that we've been working on quite a bit, obviously taking care of the ball. But yeah, I'm excited. I still am excited. I know today was rough, but I'm telling you, it's going to make us better.
The pressure they used in the first quarter especially, how hard is that to kind of simulate in practice and then trying to take it on the court? Because it feels like the speed thing there is.
Absolutely. We actually practiced 7-on-5. I had 7 scout guys out there. And then sometimes I'd kick in there and hit somebody around too. I mean, it's hard to simulate, definitely always, it was never 5-on-5, it was usually 5-on-6 or 5-on-7, just so they can feel the heat, knowing that even though they're dribbling, that they're not alone, they're coming for you. So we worked on that quite a bit. And that's really what you can do, and try and simulate that pressure, but it's hard to do because they're so good at it.
Erin, how appreciative of the opportunity to play in this building?
What? Are you kidding me? I'm trying to move Kim English his name board over so I can get mine in here too. I love it. It's great. The crowd is amazing, and UConn has a great set of fans too. Friartown, they show up. They never disappoint, and just a beautiful arena. And it's something I really want to do more. I've said this last year. I'll say it every year, and we're working towards that. Amica's been such a great partner, such a great, really another teammate for us. We're getting there, but I know we've got to get it done. I've got to put some butts in the seats and get it done. So, but I do love playing here. It's great. It's a great opportunity. Thanks for asking that.
Coach, to your left, you mentioned that the team wasn't ready. What does that mean?
Oh, you heard that, didn't you? Oh, you're so good. Oh, that's my fault. Oh, I know. I would say just they're so quick. UConn's so quick with punching you right in the face real quick. I don't think that they even realize, like, hey, we are playing a game today. Hello, wake up. So I just think the adjustments, I actually told the team I'd rather us throw the ball out of bounds, get a 5-second call, than have them turn it over because they're so quick to convert offensively. And I think that's something that really hurt us in the beginning. And then we left people wide open. So I don't love that. We hang our hats on defense. I do personally as well. And defense has been a really huge part of for our success this season so far, and will be as we move on. But we let people wide open today. I mean, I can hit the shots. They were wide open, y'all. And I'm not a shooter, but I was like, why are these women wide open? These UConn players wide open. So that's a problem. And for that, I don't think we were ready because I think our communication was broken. It wasn't exactly the way we usually are. Because defense, we're a good defensive team. We are.
Last question. Hi, Coach. Orla didn't have a good game on the offensive side, but she was really good on the defensive side. A few steals, a few blocks. Can you speak to just how she is evolving in her defensive team?
Oh, yes. I'm so grateful for Orla. She is through a little bit of an injury, too. She still just keeps coming at it. She doesn't really hang her hat on just scoring. She is a true playmaker. She wants to get everybody involved. Her defense has gotten better. Coach Val and Anima has done a great job with coaching her and all of our point guards. But she's good. She's small, but she's mighty. And I love that about her, and our team they really listen to her, which is huge. And just for being so young, she only played 10 games last year. This is really her coming out, and so just seeing her evolve has been really great. But she lives in the gym. It's no surprise. She's always watching film. And we have our time too, because she's my general. So just thankful for her. She's going to be really good.